my name is Jenna Bray, and for this section speech, I hope to persuade you to express your emotions regardless of the pressure that society puts on you. From a young age, almost all of us have been encouraged to not show emotion. But why would we be pressured to feel a certain way whenever our emotions occur naturally? Whether we like it or not, we all feel things. But in order for our brains to successfully process what emotion we feel from each experience that we go through, we have to express our emotions the correct and healthy way that fits us. I've been taught from a young age to not show my vulnerable side to anyone, but over the years, I've learned that doing so is vital for maintaining healthy relationships and improving my overall health and well-being. The big problem is that society has set these standards for what emotions are deemed acceptable, especially for men. The source of this problem are the ideal standards that have been set for people over the past few centuries. In order to solve this problem, we needed to create the norm that people are allowed to feel whatever they want to feel. Society has a stereotype on people, especially men, regarding our emotional expression. No matter who you are, there is a way that you are supposed to act based on the norms that have been around for centuries. Men, you are encouraged to bottle your emotions up to prove dominance and masculinity. Women, however, are encouraged to show emotions because the traditional stereotype for us encourages vulnerability and affection. When people want to hide their emotions from others, they have to hide them from themselves. And by doing this, they are basically denying the overall existence of their emotions. And doing that can lead to the decline of self-awareness regarding our mental health. Or it might lead us to choose negative coping mechanisms that will just worsen the problem overall. This problem varies by location. I have with me here a map of the world. In blue, I have highlighted, that's pink. In pink, I have highlighted the Eastern world, blue is the Western world, and in green are your African cultures. The Eastern world prioritizes social harmony and acceptance on the basis of emotion, but your Western world, such as parts of Europe and the United States, prioritize self-promotion, which is obtained by being our most dominant self. African cultures value tradition, so they express their emotions by undergoing ceremonies, rituals, or sacrifices. People in the Eastern world feel the same emotions as people in the Western world, but two things differ. Number one is the situation that the emotions are present in, and number two is the method that people choose to undergo to express those emotions. The cause of this problem are the standards that have been set for people for many centuries. We are told how to act in certain situations based on our culture. Our culture has specified that certain emotions are allowed to be felt in certain situations. If we have barriers in life that force us to undergo something just because it's acceptable to a group that we fall under, we are just limiting our true potential. Cross-cultural research shows that the perception of one's emotions varies with a culture's norms and decoding rules. The value of expression, therefore, varies with culture. Cultures also interpret emotional expression differently. People from different cultural backgrounds allocate their attention differently, which means that people interpret social contexts in different ways. In order to solve this problem, we as a society need to normalize healthy emotional expression, regardless of age, gender, or status. By allowing yourself to feel whatever you feel, we loosen our emotions' grip over our well-being. Being comfortable with your emotions helps you face your problems with a new attitude, and you start seeing life in a different light. Expressing emotions can also help reduce anxiety and ease depression. Remind yourself that being vulnerable around people that you trust is a sign of strength, not weakness. When we don't express our emotions, our brain can go into a fight or flight state, which can potentially lead to physical health problems, such as the slowing of our digestive function and heart failure. How you express your emotions should not depend on cultural norms, gender, age, status, or the situation that you're in, but we naturally think of these unnecessary things whenever we are trying to figure out the best method to take to express ourselves. We as a society need to normalize whatever method people choose to deal with their emotions. Society has defined what is correct in many aspects of our lives, but when it comes to something as serious as emotional expression, we need to take control so we can maintain a good well-being. I'm asking you today to join the movement to redefine masculinity and femininity. And by doing this, we are making the world an easier place to express our natural emotions in a way that fits our personal self and not a group that we're associated with. Thank you.